how old your home phones are, or maybe you've gotten rid of them before. Let me tell you, years ago I did. When cell phones became, what they were, I was like, yeah, do I really need a house phone? And then I realized, oh my gosh, this is my emergency phone, it's my backup phone. When the cell phone doesn't work, it's a wired phone, so I always get the connection. The problem in my house is, I've got one of those block houses, I get terrible reception from my cell phone in my house, but my house phones always work. I know my mom won't go anywhere without her house phone. She just loves them, she uses them. That's her choice when she's at the house. But let me tell you what we're offering. This is from AT&T. And what you're getting is you're getting a 4-handset cordless phone system. And this one has something called Smart Call Block, which I'll get into a sec. But what I want to show you is your options here in the front of the table. So when you order today, you can get the, basically it's like a champagne color right here, okay? And that's our gold. It comes in the rose gold, which is back here. And this will probably sell out because I don't have a lot of these left. Love this. And you can also get it in black. Obviously the body color in this one is silver. Each one of these comes with not only the digital answering machine and a phone here, but you get 3 what we call satellite phones. And satellite phones that you see there to the right of your screen as you're looking at it, they just need to be plugged into a power outlet to charge the phone. You don't need a phone jack for those. The phone jack goes into the main system to supply the power, and then that relays the signal to all 4. If you order it today, I will revamp your whole phone system for less than $100, okay? And to install it, you plug them in. You know how easy that is. And it's only $20 on your FlexPay. FlexPay, basically just splitting up the payments over 5 months. It's not layaway because you get the product right away, and we'll ship it to you for free. Lots of built-in features in this that I'm gonna let my friend Bill Duggan tell you about. Hi, Bill.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy holidays to you.
Back at you.
I love this time of year.
It's a great time of year, but
really
it's also election season. It's all, I mean, a lot going on. Solicitations, campaign voting, phone calls. That's why we want to maybe upgrade. Or maybe we're tired of like, Mom, I can't hear you, because we have dated technology in terms of those cordless phones in our house. So realize what you're getting is from AT&T. This is the only show we'll be able to provide this to you today, but it's a phone for today. A lot of us are on our cell phones. What this does, when you walk in the house, it has link to cell. So your base station will connect with your cell phone. So now if your cell phone rings, you can pick it up on the home office phone.
So I can pick up my cell phone on my house phone when I don't have my house phone on me.
Because they're now connected. Now you have your cell phone ringing throughout the house, you have your landline ringing throughout the house, and you can even have an additional cell phone connected as well.
Smart.
But the smart call blocking feature, which we're gonna show you, is the most progressive, and it's only available from AT&T. Why is it great? It doesn't even ring the house. It blocks the phone calls before they bother you. You can talk to Siri and Google on your cell phone. You have caller ID, so if you're out in the yard, you hear, oh, it's your daughter calling, it's, it's the doctor's office, you need to pick up that call. You won't miss the call. And you have better range because of that DEX 6 technology. I remember back in the day, we thought we were fancy because we had a phone cord that could go all the way out into the backyard and all the way out to the pool, and it was like,
long cord.
We progressed. But I just want to show you this smart call blocking feature. So I'm calling your house. I'm that solicitation. I want to get your vote, your money. I'm ringing, but it's not ringing the home phones. It's blocking.
Calls to this number are being screened by Smart Call Blocker.
A computer,
your name after the tone.
A computer can't get through this. So those robocalls, vote for me. Those robocalls won't get through the house. How convenient is that?
Which are like 80% of the calls that I get that hang up on me.
Because I was able to identify myself.
Vote for me.
Oh, I don't want that phone call. I can then block it because it got through, or I can answer it. And it doesn't do that every time. So if it's your grandma who's always called you, she doesn't get screened every time. It's those unsolicited, unknown numbers that bother us during dinner time when we're trying to take a nap. And remember, it didn't even ring the house. That's because it's AT&T's smart call blocking. And the thing is, there are call blocking features out there. They're additional. They're, you have to be right next to the button. But the fact that these can actually block the call before they get through to you, that's why these have been so popular.
They have the technology to block the phone calls, the harassing calls, the telemarketers, all those people, and it'll even come up. You see it pops up there. You won't even see, won't hear it, won't ring, won't do any of that stuff. And then it permanently saves the blocked numbers so that they can't call you back again and again. That's the issue. As funny as can be, it's so ridiculous is on your, on my email. I mean, yesterday I must have gotten 6 things from the same company. Right. Like, junk emails. And I'm like, what the heck? It's like, you get on that list, they're gonna be bothering you all the time. If you're a senior out there, if you're like my mom, she's 85 years old. A couple of times, my brother Darren and I, who now manage her finances for her, we saw bills. We're like, why are you paying this weird credit company thing? And she's like, oh, well, they're involved with this charity. I'm like, Ma, nothing to do.
They called her.
And they're either calling her, or they're going online, and they're doing stuff like that. So It does that. Now, it does a bazillion other things that you're gonna love, because it's a great system. And the reason that we love a wired phone system is that you're always gonna get through the signal. You know, the problem with cell phones is they work on towers, and towers send out a signal through the air. So if there's something in the way, or if there's a big building, or if you have a block house like me, you're not gonna get a great signal all the time. In fact, I have to go to a certain section of my house almost all the time to get a perfectly clear phone call when I'm in my house. I mean, it's okay when I'm out, but when I'm inside, when I use my house phone, never have an issue. It's crystal clear. There's a lot of features to the phone itself that you're going to love. Hey, Bill, let me ask you this, because a lot of people get worried about their phones when the power goes out. So now these have a little bit of a thing called a battery backup.
Exactly. So I'm gonna actually pull out the power to my phones, because that definitely happens. So we've lost power to the house. We hit the cord. So there, we've lost power to the house. It's the, you know, the firestorm, the rainstorm, the hurricane, the windstorm, the ice on the power lines. And this is where a lot of us need to have a landline. But they think with no power, it's not gonna work. It will still ring through, which is the convenience of the system, because each one of your handsets has that battery backup. So Mom, I can call her and be like, yeah, we lost power, but we're gonna be fine. Or if Dad's checking in, I hear you lost power in the neighborhood, are you okay? You can be in communication. So for the senior, that's why I got this for my mom. It was a great upgrade for her house. And the thing is, it really works for a variety of different users.
Our moms and dads like the old phone system. They really do. And I will tell you, I rely on it. I have it as I call it my backup, but you know, when I need to make a phone call that I need to get through on, or if I'm having issues listening to somebody, I'm like, you're all messed up on the regular. Let me call you on my house phone. Happens all the time, because you're gonna get that nice clean signal. Hey, I want to remind everybody too, in addition to all the great electronics, we are actually streaming live on Facebook. We have Liz, we have Eva on there. Who else we got on there, Jared? We got everybody hanging out with us today. We got, Avis. We got Barbara. Okay, I want to make sure I get it. Renee's on with us as well. So we're streaming live. If you have any questions, good to go. All right, most popular right now, as I said, is that rose gold. That's the one everybody is gravitating towards. I have it in the regular gold. This is a really great color. And then the regular gold is cool too, yeah. And remember, you're gonna get 3 handsets to go along with this. All you do with the handsets is plug them in. These also have the ability to store all the numbers that are on your phone, on your cell phone as well, because remember, it links to your cell phone, so that's fantastic. Yeah, to 2. You also have lots of extra features on here on the phone itself. The keys, you know, you have backlit keys, you've got speakerphone, all the things that you love on your regular phones, but the additional of having the ability to block phone calls. You don't even have to do anything actively to block them. So you're gonna love that. It takes about 10 minutes to get this whole thing set up. You can use the generic answering machine message that's on there, or you can record your own. I usually put the answering machine, either it goes in a kitchen.
Can I point something out?
Yeah,
we're getting a solicitation right now. It's not ringing the house. No. See how it's lit up?
See, it's blinking.
I interrupted you, but the phone call's not interrupting it. It's progressively blocking those calls. They did.
Yes.
And the thing is, but it's not bothering your nap. It's not bothering, you know, the family dinner time. That's why this feature is so important, because it progressively blocks the call where it doesn't ring the house. I like this system because I don't even have a landline guy. I'm gonna be honest, but I have my cell phone. So the cool part about it is my cell phone rings, and my cell phone's downstairs in the kitchen charging. I can pick it up at the bedside table. I can pick it up at, you know, next to the television.
Yeah.
Because when my cell phone rings, it's going to ring each one of these handsets, which is just phenomenal. So it gives me better range. And the other thing I appreciate is not just better range, but my sister, she has dead zones in her house. Yeah. So every time she walks in the kitchen, I'm like, Gwen, get on the landline because I can't hear you.
Oh my gosh.
But when she picks up on here, because the cell phone was left in that sweet spot of the house, because she can actually just leave it right here and charge it up, we can talk easier and better. So you have better range. It's just a phenomenal upgrade to the existing home phones that you probably have had for years, and it's time for an upgrade. You get high definition audio, you get better range, digital answering machine, and it works with how we operate today. We all have cell phones, and now our cell phones
it connects.
Work through the house.
Modernized versions of our old phones, only they're streamlined. They've got, you've got 22 minutes of playback, by the way, on your digital answering machine, so you can take lots of information and calls when you're away on vacation. You're gonna absolutely love this. Hey, Jared, do we still have our $20 gift card too available if you get an HSN credit card? I think we do. Let's talk about that too, because now if you want to get this for $79, well, how about get a brand new HSN credit card and we'll take $20 off and now make it $79, make your flex pays even less. So take advantage of that. There's no charge for the card, you just get $20. It's like, here's $20. If I gave up on the street and gave you $20, would you tell me to get lost? No, you'd be like, thanks, you're a nice person. Oh, my producer said he probably wouldn't take the 20, but anyway, yes, you would. You take the money and you walk away and you'd be happy. So anyway, get it while you can, and let me tell you, if you've got old phones in your house that you've kept forever, old archaic phones, if you've got the one with the big long cord, maybe keep that as an antique. That'd be funny. But you're going to want to get these phones too. In addition to some of the other features I talked about, yes, these have talking caller ID, so they will let you know who's calling before you have to pick up the phone itself. I mentioned they have the great speakerphone. There's your answering machine.
Caller ID, which is great.
ID.
They're calling my cell phone. And the cool part about that is I can be away from my cell phone and I can come right over here. Hello? Answer that telephone call. Be connected without having to keep all this stuff with you. One thing I want to point out, this is an Apple phone. It works with Android phones. And remember, at the end of the day, maybe it's your phone and his phone. So you're on your cell phone. He's on his cell phone. The teenage daughter can be on the landline. You're walking away with 3 different lines throughout the house, and all you had to do was plug in this one AT&T phone with a digital answering machine, and again, we're getting a call. Guess what? Am I gonna miss it? They're calling my cell phone, but it's ringing upstairs. So I can just answer and be like, hello? I mean, how could be?
Your funny face there.
Is it Sean?
No, it's Daryl.
Daryl.
Oh, you might want to.
Oh no, I can see Sean over there.
You might want to call block that one.
Okay, we're gonna block that one.
That's Daryl.
But also, in terms of the call blocking feature, he was in my directory, so he's able to get through.
Yeah.
But people who are not, I can call block from the base station. I can call block from each handset.
Yeah.
Some call blocking systems are only in one location. It's an additional purchase.
Right.
And the cool part about getting it here is you can get it home for that flex payment, plug it in, see and hear the upgrades. See the larger screen, which is nice and easy to take advantage of. Hear the caller ID. And I want everyone to realize AT&T's made it so simple. The setup process, I know we're kind of going through top level.
Maybe your little antenna, by the way.
Exactly, but it takes you.
This voice guide will assist you with the basic setup of Smart Call Blocker.
Smart Call Blocker. That's where it pre-blocks all those calls to the house additionally. So all the directions, whether it's setting up your voicemail, your ringtones, all of that, it takes you through the process. AT&T wants you to succeed. That's why for $20 to have this out on the kitchen counter, a rose gold phone for the holidays, people are like, where'd you find that?
Well,
and AT&T's been around for generations too.
You'll always have a phone at the ready. You'll never, because you know sometimes your phone is charging, right? And you're like, I can't use that phone. It's dead, or your phone dies. If you don't have a set of regular phones, house phones, you got to wait until your phone charges up again, right? This is so much easier. And this is also great if you have young kids, because young kids, you're not getting them cell phones. They still have their own phone.
Right.
If you have grandkids, they can still have their own phone in their room, in the room that you have set up for them. You can, and by the way, the range on these is great. We haven't even talked about the fact that these are DECT 6.0 technology, which is the crisp, clear technology. So it doesn't interfere with other electronics that you have in your house. It's on its own frequency. So you're going to get crystal clear calls every time, and that's really the bottom line with what you want a phone for. You want to be able to hear, and you don't want to be guessing. I was on my phone with my brother yesterday, Darren from up in Connecticut. Everywhere I was in the house, he's like, "You're breaking up, bro. You're breaking up, bro." I'm like, I hear that all the time. I'm like, let me go sit in the chair over by the door next to the window, because there's a giant like 4-story block house next to my house.
It happens.
Yeah,
and the thing is,
you can't get a signal.
My cell phone, as long as the cell phone's near your base station, it will ring throughout the house. So I can have a phone right here at my desk, which is great. Maybe it's upstairs or downstairs, but it's gonna ring here. Another cool feature, it's an intercom system as well. So if your kids are upstairs, no more yelling, dinner's ready, you can actually just push to talk, and it acts like a walkie-talkie. Another feature, my voice assistant that's on my phone, I can be over here and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna ring my phone that's downstairs, because it actually just, text message, Gallo Van. From my cell phone. Have a great Monday, question mark?
Your message to Gallo Van says, have a great Monday.
Oh, I can't wait to get that message. I'll be like, oh, have a good Monday.
Monday, is it? The thing is, I was able to send that from my landline. You can't do that with your current
So you hook that right to your cell phone.
You're connected.
Yeah,
so if you want to ask Siri, how many days till Christmas? What's on my calendar today? You want to call for the pizza place, and you know it's in your phone book, in your phone, but you're upstairs. You can actually ring back and I literally call back and place a telephone call on my cell phone, but from the convenience of the landline. So that's the modern day convenience for the cell phone user. That's why I liked getting it at home. I got it for my sister because she had dead zones in her house. I got it for my mom for the battery backup. You're gonna appreciate it for this fact alone, that smart call blocking feature. I'm calling your house right now. You hear it ringing on my end. It's not ringing your house.
Hello. Calls to this number are being screened by
You see, it's going through all that process.
I have to identify myself. A robot cannot say their name, so they cannot get through to your house. Or have you ever had those solicitation calls and you pick them up and you're like, hello, hello? because they're waiting, the robot is waiting for a human.
Quickly.
Exactly. That won't ring your house.
Right.
So it's really a progressive smart calling feature from AT&T. AT&T is the only one that offers it. So it's just that convenience of today. We all get solicitations. We try to get on the do not call list, but you know why companies do it? It's cheaper for them to just dial 1,000 numbers in 1 minute, and you know what? One person's gonna pick up. And so you can permanently block these numbers, but more importantly, they don't ring the house. It's progressive. And then when they do, they're blocked. But the cool part about it, remember, if it's grandma calling and she's in your directory, she doesn't have to get through like that. Or, you know, maybe it's the doctor who doesn't call but once every 6 months.
Yeah.
They might have to identify themselves. It's Dr. Herman. I'm like, oh, I need to pick up this call. They get through. But it's just the added value of 1,000 numbers. We had one phone, 20 numbers could be blocked.
And it happens every single day. So if you don't want the headaches, buy this system. Remember, it's only $99 today. It's $30 off HSN. It's free shipping. Great time to buy it. And also this time of year, holiday, when you're on the phones a lot and you're talking to friends and family and you're back and forth with work and all that stuff, it's nice to have a good set of backup phones.
Speakerphone.
Even if you're addicted to your regular cell phone, this hooks up and it makes one cell phone into 5 cell phones because they all will be utilized as a cell phone when they're within range of the phone itself. 593-117. You're not going anywhere because we got one of my favorite holiday gifts of all time is the Level On, excuse me. I always say Level 1. Level On headphones from Samsung, which are coming up in a bit. But I wanted to remind you, if you would like a 6th generation iPod media player from Apple, we have them available. When you look at the price on them, it does everything that the iPhone will do, except for make phone calls, which if you're looking for pure entertainment, that's what you need. It's also about half the price. So a lot of people just want a great streamer. They want a great way to be able to enjoy all their music and store everything. Great idea for the kids too, because they can still have entertainment, but they're not getting a phone bill. And that's the difference. There's no fees once you own this, unless you buy stuff online or whatever. It doesn't have, there's no contract. It's an entertainment device. So you're gonna love it. So it's 32 gig is $299 and the 128 is $439.99. All right, let's talk about our our Samsung Level On Ear wireless headphones. Okay, so let me just tell you that there are all types of headphones out there in the market. They start way up here. You can spend $500–600 on a pair. You can spend $20 on a pair. If you're looking for the best quality at the best price, in fact, the lowest price that we've ever carried the on-ear wireless, the levels, I will tell you right now, you're not gonna find a better price than this. It is $50 off today. These have the most incredible sound and comfort all combined into one. They are free shipping again today. What a great gift for somebody if you've got your kids that love the music, or if you wanna get some from your hubby, or guys, if you wanna buy something for your girlfriend or whatever, or your wife. These are ideal. I have them in 4 different colors. They come in black, blue, red, or white. Okay, so here's red, blue, this is black. It's very, it's almost like a deep, deep, deep dark navy, isn't it, this black? It's beautiful, like a metallic, and then it also comes in white. With this, you're also gonna get, obviously your charging cables, because these are wireless, and you've got about 11 hours of listening time. My producer Jared owns these. He says he absolutely loves them, and he bought them for a much higher price. Yeah. You own these, I know. I'm getting these, actually, I'm getting 2 pair. I'm getting one for me and one for my son, because, hey, listen, I had beautiful headphones yesterday, but from Bose, which are wonderful, and you can buy Bose if you want, but a little out of my price range for getting the 2-pack. So if you're looking for relative quality here on the same level, get the Samsung Level today, because they're only $119.95. I'm not putting down the Bose, it's $380 versus $119. These were $169. Jared, what did you pay for them? Weren't they like $199 when they came out, 200 bucks? Something like that, right?
Definitely.
So prices come down, but they're an awesome holiday gift. You get incredible comfort and that great sound, that big studio sound, all in one package. You have noise canceling technology, and Bill will break down all this after. You have easy smart touch controls, so there's nothing to deal with there. A little tap of the button, you're good to go. I mentioned they do also come with a 3.5mm audio cable. That's for people that maybe want to plug them into like an old iPhone or whatever that doesn't have the Bluetooth.
Or the treadmill, or the armrest.
Yeah, or whatever. Anything that has a port that you can plug them in. Right, you want to bring them on a plane, or airplanes don't have Bluetooth. Most of them, unless you're flying some crazy private jet or something. Most of them you have to plug the wires. So they give you the cable. They're a folding design. They come with a little pouch that you can take them around in. And I will tell you, Anybody out there that you know wants to give me a gift, I would love to get one of these. I was going to buy two, but if you want to give me one, I'll buy one for
Because you want to be like Jared.
Danny. Totally want to be like Jared and like you. But anyway, they're $23.99 on FlexPay if you want to get them home for just a fraction of the price. And by the way, hey Jared, if they buy these today, when do they have to return them? Is it next month? Is it December they can return it by? Oh, what is it, the end of January?
Phenomenal.
Like I didn't know that ahead of time.
Nice tease.
You get 3 months to try them. Take them for a test drive. This is important though, because I know a lot of people are like, well, Guy, you had the Bose yesterday, and now you have the Level. How do I know? Why don't you just order these, put them on, try it for $24, no shipping, get them home, listen to them, and then if you love them, you make the other 4 payments, and you're not busting the bank. What are you listening to there, Bill?
HSN approved holiday music, Guy.
Fantastic. I love that. Does that come on a CD?
Totally available for purchase. But the thing is, you want great audio, and we really do like that audio.
It's fantastic.
And when we go to this over-the-ear design, we want to be able to have that noise cancellation aspect, but that's premium. And the thing is, they offer some out there with nice cushion, and that helps isolate the background noise, but it doesn't block it out. This has active noise cancellation. I don't know if you can see, it's actually a completely separate button. So you have your power button and your Bluetooth, where you connect with via Bluetooth, but that ANC, active noise cancellation, so you can use it with or without, but when you turn that on, that's when you're not hearing the dishwasher.
The outside world.
That's not when you're hearing, you know, the clanging cart on the airplane or even the jet engine. It really just drowns it out. It folds down. We give you the carrying pouch as well, which I love because it keeps your charging cord, your auxiliary cord. I actually use the carrying pouch for all my other electronic cords and cables that I need. Another important thing, because of the way they're designed, they're really lightweight. So if you ever wear some headphones that they can kind of get a little heavy, or they're heavy in the bag in terms of traveling, so lightweight. Another thing, so I just took it out of the bag. I want you to notice this. It's a buttonless design. So where's the power button? Or I showed you the power button, but how do I do the volume? It's a swipe. It has touch control. How do I skip to the next song?
Yeah, that's very cool.
It can't be any more intuitive. And remember, these take your telephone calls. I wear these on conference calls, so I'm sitting at the office or at home and just...
Jared said that, like, what did you say, Jared? Jared said they're money on an airplane. He said, these are totally money. Yeah. He said, talk about shutting down the extraneous noise. You know, when you're flying on a plane and you got background noise or kids yelling, just activate that little noise cancellation button, and you are closing out the entire world. Yep. I will tell you, for $119.95, steal of a deal. Go ahead and compare price. Look out there, and you'll see the levels. You'll see them out there at a much higher price. So we are able to, because we have the big bulk that we purchased in, we're able to get them back. Super soft on the ear. They almost feel like it's almost like a velvety soft, you know what I mean? But velvet has more of a fabric texture. These are more like a skin texture. They're very, very soft, almost like lambskin. That's what they feel like inside there. I would assure you, no lambs or goats I have to keep worrying about what I say about goats now that the Beekmans are here.
We love our goats.
No, I love a good goat. Anyway, $119.95 is the price. So take advantage of the discount. I'm thinking, for me, Bill, if I get these, I think I like this. I think I like the white.
The white? The white's not bad.
Joe?
And the thing is, you talk about money on an airplane. But if you see Guy,
that's money on an airplane.
But also with Guy with his headphones on, I realize, don't talk to him, don't bother him.
Can't hear you, what?
And we all kind of want that every once in a while, not to be. Exactly. Just let him be in his own world. But also, in terms of technology, we want it to be simple. And this is what happens. We watch, different games, different movies, audiobooks, television. And the thing is, what happens is, I'm going to turn these off because they were already paired. But what you're going to notice is, so this audio, I'm trying to hear it, right? Cranking up the volume, I can only hear it so much. And the thing is, company comes over, someone wants to watch TV, because remember, you compare these with the television. I turn on my active noise cancellation, I turn on my power button, and they're gonna pair quickly and easily, which is awesome, because then all of a sudden this noise isn't bothering a roommate or a coworker, so you see how quick and easy that was to pair. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not gonna be the same experience. And you're right, because now the speakers are on my head, and I can get 30 feet away, and look at this. I can hear that audio. I want to pause it. a composite right over here.
How long do they, does it charge for, Larry?
It gives you 11 hours.
Oh, God, that's
11
awesome.
hours. If you don't use the noise cancellation, which you have the option to turn it off or on, you can get 23 hours. Another cool aspect, because if you buy a Bluetooth pair of headphones, sometimes they only work via Bluetooth, which, you know, is great because Bluetooth is in tablets, phones, televisions, and computers, but maybe you have, you know, the airplane you have to be plugged in or the treadmill. We're giving you an auxiliary cord, so you can actually use it either way, wired or wireless, and that's really important because maybe you do need to plug into an older phone, or you need to plug into a computer, or maybe you just don't know where Bluetooth is and you just want to be able to plug in and have noise cancellation. We give you that option with Samsung. These are truly the ones I own. The blue, I have the blue pair. They're the ones I always travel with.
Joe says he likes the white too.
You'll use them, and because they're easy to pair, great connection.
Joe,
we all want noise
if you
cancellation.
keep hear me talking about Joe. Joe's coming up. He's got the big jumbo computer coming up in just a bit. You all know Joe Harrison. I always name him something different day. I haven't figured out what to call you yet. Jay, I haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, it's so funny. I can't hear myself talking. Am I talking really loud?
You're talking a little loud. It's okay.
I can't hear myself. That
but
is
they're
so
comfortable.
crazy. So I am going to get the white pair for myself, and then I'll get. I'll get the red for Danny because Danny likes the color red. So I'll get it. But listen,
whether it's an hour-long flight or 4-hour-long flight, you want comfortable, not heavy headphones, easy to use. You know that demonstration we did of me walking away? We came up with that because I was like literally on an airplane, and you know the row I was in was going to the bathroom, so I'm like, I gotta get up and go. And the thing is, I kept these on. And I'm standing in the back of the plane 20 rows away from my phone or my tablet listening to a show or music, and I'm still connected. I'm still getting that audio. And you have that whether it's connected to a television, or have you ever been vacuuming the house and you crank up the volume because you want to hear it over the vacuum? You can wear these and you hear it better. And realize it works with anything with Bluetooth. There's even an app on the Samsung phones that allow you to, actually here's another cool feature, which we'll get into after you see all the features right here. But we give you the port and the cord so you can be connected or Bluetooth.
Because like I said, on an airplane, you're going to have to plug in.
Exactly.
You know, at least you don't have to buy their little cheap earplugs.
No.
These are fantastic.
And remember, that battery life is very impressive. They're comfortable. And as the guy said at the beginning, the price is comfortable too. Because there's some times where he's like, I want to get someone a nice pair of noise-canceling headphones. That's the premium. But it can be cost prohibitive. So right now, I have noise cancellation on. I want a little bit of music. That's not a speaker, that's your headphone. How do I turn it down? Remember, smart controls, that touch. It's just a swipe, it's really intuitive. Turn up the volume, swipe to the next song. Remember, these even take a telephone call, so if you take a telephone call, you're nicely connected. It's just tons of options.
How do I answer the phone when the phone rings? What do I do?
Right here, just double tap right over there. And the thing is, we want that convenience, you have that convenience. Hear that? You want to turn it up? And maybe it's just, you know, the kids are asleep, you want your holiday tunes, you want to take that telephone call and be hands-free. It's just, Samsung's one of the best names out there in audio. We've sold more Samsung headphones here than any other brand. They just fly off the shelves because of the Samsung name, but also the features they give us, and it's at that sweet spot to get it home and try.
Yeah, well, you know what it is too, when you say sweet spot too, it's a really, really nice gift to give to somebody without being totally extraordinary out of the, you know, kind of over the top. Right. And like I said yesterday, like when I was talking earlier about yesterday, we were selling the Bose. You know, Bose, maybe you get that, maybe you want to get that for your husband. You know, you want to spend $300 or $400 on a gift. It's perfect. You get that great quality. But like if you're maybe buying something for your boss, maybe you're chipping in for your boss. You want to answer that?
Excuse me.
You just answered it.
Took that call.
So you just give a little tap.
Exactly. And now I'm continuing with my emails and everything.
So if you want to get something, like I said, for a boss, you know, maybe you were, you know, you and a coworker work for this wonderful lady and you're like, we'd love to get her something nice. You can do that. If you're buying it for maybe your kids, right? $100 price point. That's like, you know, one of the big gifts that they'll absolutely love. So I agree totally with Bill's point that it's at that perfect sort of zone where it's not too crazy, but you're still getting Samsung quality. And we all know about Samsung quality when it comes to their you know, audio and video entertainment. The stuff is amazing. It's only $23.99 to get it home, and the shipping today is free. If you want to get it for $99, take advantage of a brand new HSN credit card today, and we'll take $20 off that price and make it $99. I guarantee you're not going to find it anywhere on the planet for $99. So it's great. last call if you want to get it in this presentation for white. This is black, this is blue, and this is red, obviously. It comes with the 3.5mm cable, so you can plug it in, but remember, it's totally wireless. You charge it up, You can listen to it for 11 hours before you need to recharge it again. I love this item. All right.
And there's only limited quantity, because when these are gone, these are gone.
By the way, and it's 148 out of 190 5-star reviews. So don't just listen to me, listen to yourselves out there. All right, hey, by the way, lots of people picked up phones today. Another customer pick on hsn.com, and I'm happy for you. It does come available in that gold, rose gold, or it comes available in the black. So if you want to pick that up, we're going to give you 3 satellite phones where you can plug them in anywhere. They don't need to put the phone jack into them. And then we give you the main answering machine with another phone. 4-phone system for $99 and on FlexPay with free shipping. And that's also a customer pick. Mr. Billy Boy, thank you so much for being here. We will see. Yeah, you're not listening to me. He's canceled me out. Anyway, stick around because we got Mr. Joe. What are we? Holiday Joe. That's what you are today. And he's got a beautiful computer coming your way next.
The holidays are here, and it
Joe.
Doesn't get merrier than this.
Thank you, buddy.
Don't miss our 24-hour gem event all day tomorrow, featuring new brand launches, along with great jewelry must-haves from all your favorite brands. Plus, celebrate the 10th anniversary of Bali Designs by Robert Mance with unique new items. And don't forget to head to our gift store at hsn.com. Shop by recipient, price point, or type. It's time to get gifty. Find your Mary on HSN and hsn.com.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
'Tis the season to be a VIP. Apply for the HSN credit card and instantly get $20 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients,
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
All right, welcome back, everybody. All about finding your Mary here at HSN. My name is Gabi, here with you for the next hour and a half. And we got great stuff coming up in our next hour, too. Our next hour is all about health and well-being. So cool stuff coming up in that show that you're going to want to stay tuned for. This hour is continuing with electronics. And I don't know how you do your computing or what the makeup of your family is, but I will tell you this. If there's, whether there's one of you or there's a whole gang of you, having a computer like this is amazing. And I know it's just ridiculous when you look at the size. This is from corner to corner. That is almost 2 feet. It is 23.5 inches from this corner. That is almost 2 feet of screen, okay? When you think about the most popular computer out there, which is a basic laptop, is about 15 inches. That's about that much right there, okay? This is almost double what that is, and it's called an all-in-one. Basically because it is. It's everything that you could possibly need in one computer. This is a full, what we call ultra high definition screen on here. It's an IPS screen in plane switching, which means it's got incredible color saturation no matter what angle you're at here. It's a full HD touch screen in addition to that. So you can do your pinch and zoom and all your things. You can play cards and move things around. I'm not a really big solitaire guy, but you get how that works. So you can touch the screen, which is wonderful when you're, teaching your children. So, because this is like a family style computer if you want it to be that. It's got the latest processor, which is the A9 from AMD. It has 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a full terabyte of hard drive. You have a wireless keyboard that comes along with it. it. There's your little wireless keyboard, and it also comes with a wireless mouse. And I will tell you, anybody that is tired of squinting at a little teeny tiny computer will love this. Is this your portable computer? Well, you could, listen, you only have to plug in one. You can move it from room to room. You're not putting this in your briefcase or taking it with you. This is your home computer or your office, business office computer. You will love it. It's $150 off. The last time this was on air, it was $799.95, and it did very well at that price. Joe just reminded me that last time he aired it was $799. Holiday price, if you want to get this home for Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, you'll love it too, because as I said, family style computing, if you're shopping, you have a nice, it's like watching your computer on a television set, okay? But a high definition, ultra HD TV set. We have a way to be able to pay for it in addition to, it says, see over there, it says 6 Flex. If you want to get it on 12-month VIP financing, rather than paying the, over $100 a month on 6 Flex, you'll get it home for $54.16 per month. So you can pay the thing off over time. There's no finance or interest charge. Just pay it off within the year and you are good to go. So for about the price of a tank of gas, in fact, I think I paid a little more than that for a tank of gas last time I filled my car, you can get this thing home. Joe Harrison is here with us, Holiday Joe, which I'm calling because he's like Santa with big bags of presents, only he brings them out and puts them on a table for us, which is nice. But Joe, I think the biggest thing we need to talk about is the biggest thing about this. It's a big computer. It doesn't weigh a whole bunch.
That's only 18 pounds.
18
it's very
pounds.
super thin. But I love what you talked about, how most of us use the laptop. The laptop size is 15 inch. That's the most popular laptop size in America. Now, guys, if you turn that vertically, you can actually stack 3 15-inch laptops side by side. That's how big the screen is. And for a lot of us, we use the 15-inch laptop, or you use your cell phone, and these are tiny little screens. You want to have something that's bigger, but you don't want to have that big, bulky tower. That's why these all-in-ones have really become one of the hottest categories in the last couple months, because you want that bigger, better screen to be able to see everything. And that could be whether it's just checking out your photos. I mean, the photos are as big as my hand. They're massive. Maybe you're playing your video games on here. Maybe you're surfing on hsn.com, and I can go full screen on this, and actually I can maximize everything edge to edge, and look how big and vibrant and beautiful. It's so easy to be able to see now because you have that bigger, better screen. But it's more than just the screen. It's also about what's on the inside of this. On the inside, you have an AMD A9 processor. It's giving me enough power to run all these different programs with no hourglass, with no hesitation, whether it's my games, whether it's my photos, whether it's surfing online, whether you want to have a faster Facebook connection. It gives me zero hourglass, zero hesitation, because this in itself is some of the latest technology that AMD has offered. And AMD, just like anything else, there's always a good, better, best. Well, they start off with their A4 series, and that's their entry level. And then they step up to the A6. We're getting a little bit better. Then they have the A8, which was really top of the line for a long time, but then they came out with the A9. So now you're getting the best when it comes to AMD. And this is the latest generation, so you're really getting the upper echelon of a processor that really allows you for faster boot up times, faster online times, easier webcams. It even enhances your photos and your videos that you might take with your cell phone and then upload them to your computer. It's incredible. It even has something called Power Boost. It's like an extra gear when you need the extra little boost of power, because if I'm playing a video game or watching a movie, I don't want to have any delay to it. I want it to be fast, quick, and responsive. It kicks it into an extra gear because that needs a lot of power. But then if I'm doing something simple, like maybe I'm on hsn.com, if you're just surfing web pages, it doesn't need that much power. It's a more energy efficient processor. And what's incredible is when you turn it to the side, this is all there is to your brand new Dell. It is only about an inch and a half.
And you can
thick,
tilt it, right, Joe?
It's got a little bezel. You can tilt it different directions if you want to. You see on the end, it's got there's a memory card reader, so take that memory card out of your digital camera. You can pop it in there, makes it pretty convenient for you. On the back side, as you start to swing around, there's even additional ports that are available back here, USB ports that are available, HDMI ports, so it really has all the different options that you can add different accessories to. There's actually even an HDMI input. So if you want to use this as a television, guy, I can plug my cable box in here, I can plug my satellite box, and now I can use this truly as a TV. And I love the design. First off, look how beautiful that screen is. When you think about televisions, most of them aren't even 1080p resolution. Entry-level HD is 720 lines. Look how stunning it is at 1080p. But it also gives you multiple angles. Notice as I'm tipping and turning this, you can still see how vibrant and how clear those colors are because this is that IPS screen. Most computers, you have to be right in the middle to get this type of resolution. If you're off a little bit of an angle, everything looks dark and gray. This one has got that full IPS panel so you can see it from multiple angles. The other thing, like Guy just showed.
Where's the webcam, Joe?
You pop it up. This little webcam that's right there. Highly recommend you get a computer that is able to hide this because there are viruses that are out there. It's really creepy that they watch you on the webcam. You don't want to have that happen.
Lord.
So you can pop that down there.
Don't tell me that, Joe.
And they, well,
that's private business, Joe.
Well, it's not private if you don't have a webcam covered up. But so the thing is, there's a virus that watches that stuff. So now you can, Dell knows, we're hiding it so you can get rid of all those, creepy people that are out there.
Hey, you never know. You gotta be, well, you know what? We joke and we laugh about it, but you know, your own security in your house.
Google it is crazy.
Yeah. You know what? It's like even with your webcams and things, our webcams, even with your home camera, your security systems, you know, if they're Wi-Fi connected, if you're home, you might want to turn that thing to the side or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know, well, it's just trying to be safe, but it's nice to be able to hide that. Joe's showing you some other great features of actually having the touchscreen. I know Lois, who's on our Facebook Live, she's loving watching the show today. So welcome, Lois, one of our best customers here at HSN. We love her. I forget where I am at times. Joe's got me all nervous about that webcam. I want to make sure I'm all behaving and everything back here. You know, seriously, take a look at what you can do here. Joe can actually manipulate the screen. Most screens on computers are not touch screens, right? But I love having an all-in-one, a desktop, a big one like this, and being able to touch the screen because you really, I mean, if you're an artist or you're composing things or let's say you're making just holiday cards. You know, you could do all that using your fingers.
What makes it so easy?
You don't have to use a pen on a touchpad.
And there's actually 3 different ways to interact with it. So you can use the mouse if you want to. It absolutely works, but it's wireless, so you don't have to worry about that clutter. Keyboard is coming with it, also wireless, so really clutter-free. Or you can use that touch screen that we're showing you here. And this is a 3-dimensional program. I love this because most computers can't handle this. This is all 3D, so if I want to move my little spooky tree around here.
Make the ghost spin around, Joe.
The ghost spin around so you can spin it. And you can move it in different directions. And your computer can't handle this. Most computers can't, but it can now because it handles 3D and has an upgraded video card. And a lot of people think, do I really need an upgraded video card? Absolutely. Because the video card controls everything that pops up on the screen. It gives you a better movie experience, gives you a better gameplay experience. Do you ever play Candy Crush on your tiny little 7-inch phone? Well, wait until you now play it on your 23.8-inch high definition screen. Makes it so much fun to be able to see everything, make it interactive. We have some family members that love playing those little
My mom would like to gamble on this thing.
I think I have the slots on here too.
Channel, Joe.
I don't know if I have the slots on this one.
Put that on, gambling Joe.
I'll find this slot.
I go to my mom's house. She's got. I'm like, what are you playing slots? And she's like,
it's free money.
I'm in the money. Look out, I'm in the money.
Well, if you want to, there's a little app on the bottom. There's a little web store at the micro Windows store.
Oh, you're gonna be okay, Joe.
It's right there on the bottom. So when you access that, it now gives you access to the
Sorry, Joe.
To the Windows Store. Now the Windows Store, there's over 700,000 apps that are on there. And Guy, if you like to play in the slot machines, I'll come over here.
It's not me, it's my mother.
Okay,
she's crazy.
Well, we're gonna find one for your mom.
But she's not crazy. She just loves to have fun. And you know, when you're home a lot, and I'll talk about that.
300 slot machine games.
My mom can't get out as much as she used to. So being able to have access to this and not on a little screen like that big, like I saw my mom once playing slots. I'm like, Mom, she was on like a little 7-inch tablet.
You can't see it.
I'm like, this is how big a 7-inch tablet is. Look at how big compared to the 15-inch screen. Like there's the 15-inch screen. What? It's like a whole different world when you play on that. What'd you pull up? Oh, yeah.
Well, we can do slot machines.
Slots. Let's do slots.
I got Vegas downtown slots. So, you know, there's so many things that you can do on here, and it's great to be able to interact with it. And, you know, having this bigger display makes it so convenient. Now, it's more than just like playing the slot machine. It's about also, for me, like my kids, they're always trying to, they used to try to use their laptop to try to be able to use their homework. But this makes it so much easier because now, guy, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to bring up the White House website, and then I'm going to do this where I can snap it over to one side, and then I have my Word document on the other side.
Okay, so all on the same,
all at the same time. So now I'm typing my letter on one side while I'm researching on the other side. It really makes it easy to be able to, you know, be that multitasking. So now you're not doing that the flip-flop back and forth. Plus, guy, what this can do, this is the new version. I'm going to go ahead and max out the screen for a second. So what it can do for you now is it can actually read to you. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and then let me go ahead and hit read aloud. Let me turn up the volume. And what's going to do is it actually can read every single word that's on the page.
Look, show everybody the speaker. Look how big that is. That's a big speaker.
Well, it's nice to be able to have.
President George Washington.
She's reading to me.
The site for the White House.
So now you can, whether it's reading a book, whether it's reading a magazine, whether it's reading a web page, she's actually reading aloud to me every single page that's on there. It's a new feature that Microsoft came out with, and if you want to change up the voice, you can change up the voice, you can change up the speed.
President John Adams and his wife.
But you could be, this is the thing I love about it. Sometimes I love that multitasking when you could be doing one thing on one side while it's reading to you on the other side. So you could be making your notes on, you know, whatever happens to be on that web page. It's really great to be able to have that extra interaction that's on there. And having it at this computer that's this big, if I end up using, let me grab my 15-inch. If I had my 15-inch screen, there's no way I can fit both these documents on at the same time. That's why the all-in-one is really had a comeback, because it has that bigger, better screen with that bigger, better technology.
All right, if you want to grab it, today you can pick it up for $108.33 on your traditional credit card. If you want to get an HSN credit card, first of all, it's the first time you use it, you'll take $20 off your first purchase. If you're just using it as you know, a card you already possess, then it's going to be $54.16 over 12 months. So we allow you to break up the payments. And you know, this time of year especially, it's when VIP financing and FlexPay come in so handy, because you know, obviously we know this is the holiday season, so you're buying lots of things for folks. Buying lots of gifts, it's just tough to have to try to pay for that all at once. I can recall going into like regular retail and trying to buy a color TV many years ago. I'm like, man, $1,100 all at once, that's a lot of money if you're on a budget. So this allows you, let's say you've given yourself, okay, we can do $150 a month on payments. So that allows us, so this would be 50 of that. We still have $100 left, so we can buy 6, 7, 8, 9 gifts. So you can still do that. You know, and the holidays, obviously, you've got a little bit more, but this enables you to kind of keep a control and an eye on your budget the whole time. So when you order, you have color choices here. I'm not even sure I went through that, so forgive me for that. But up front, what we've done is we've spun them around because the color choices on the back. The front all have the basic same sort of minimal white bezel with the speaker bar down below. So this is gold. This one is gorgeous.
It's brand new.
I would love to have a computer this size at my house as my home computer, because honestly, right now my home computer is an 11-inch computer, and 11 inches is about that big that way, right? It's not even that wide. I mean, this 11 inches is basically like that to that. That's how big that is. So having something that big, no more squinting at your computer, or if you're a gamer or whatever it is, you basically, like Joe said, you have an extra television here. So if you want to plug your cable box into that, or if you wanted to plug, you have an HDMI, if you wanted to put a DVD player or whatever, you could plug any of that. You could stream, obviously, on it as well. But it also comes in white, which is just super cool, pristine, clean, maybe nice for the office, and then also black if you're trying to make it sort of low profile, because a lot of people will put one of these in a den and they'll use it as a movie player, plug a DVD into it. So it also is a color television set, and I want you to think about that. Think of this as a big high definition color TV set that you have your computer on. I mean, think about what it is. It's like you know, a beautiful high definition TV marries a computer, and that's what you have here. But remember, your regular TV, you know, you'd have to plug all kinds of different things in to try to get it to become a monitor. This is everything all in one.
And even not just a regular TV, but a regular computer. I've got my normal desktop that I have sitting right here.
What is that?
This is 33 pounds, and this is just the tower. Your all-in-one unit is only 18
Archaic
pounds.
is what that is.
Absolutely.
It's a behemoth.
And a lot of us
use
think,
the word behemoth, Joe.
Well, a lot of us think in order to get this type of power, I have to have this big box. And do you remember when you first got a desktop, they give you a big mapping system because there are 12 cables to connect all this technology together? With your brand new Dell all-in-one, there's only one cable to plug in. That's it, that simple, that easy. So you can get rid of this big guy, because when you look at it from the side profile, it's so thin. The keyboard is wireless. The internet is wireless for you. The mouse is wireless. This is your setup. You have one cable out of the box, and that's it. You plug it in, it's your power cable, and you are done. Typical desktop, about 12 cables to get started. It even has the webcam that's built on top, so that's not something you have to plug in. It has a high definition speaker bar on the base, so that's not something you have to plug in. The internet, all you have to do is you connect it to your router just like you would with your tablet or with your cell phone, and then you're ready to go for there. And guy, that's it, you're done. Out of the box, it's such a great experience from Dell, and then you're gonna instantly see how gorgeous that high definition screen is, because most screens, especially on computers, are 720 lines of resolution. That means there's 720 lines stacked vertically. Well, the problem with that is, that's just entry-level high definition. There's still a lot of text and fonts and words and a lot of stuff that's out of focus because it doesn't have that sharp resolution. Well, this one is 1,080 lines of resolution. It's almost 35% more detail that you're gonna see. So you might be looking at your photos on a 720p monitor on a traditional computer. You think they look great. Wait until you watch them on your brand new Dell with 35% more detail. Now they're gonna look even better. And it's beyond just looking at your photos. We have one of these all-in-ones that sit in our guest bedroom, because like I showed you earlier, you can absolutely watch your television on here. We have Netflix, we have Hulu in the house. If you want to, you can download almost every major network. Even HSN has its own little live app that you can download. So now you can turn this into a TV screen. And now at 23.8 inches, it absolutely can become that TV, that entertainment to go. So in my guest bedroom, when the people are coming over, they can watch Netflix, they can watch their TV, and they're not watching it on a tiny little 15-inch screen. They're watching something that's 3 times the size. So now you're really getting that entertainment, that all immersive experience. And this is Dell. This is an amazing brand that's been around for over 30 years, creating technology that really fits perfectly into our life. We're hiding the webcam to keep it for your privacy. We're building in that speaker bar, that stereo speaker bar, to when you're watching Netflix, watching movies, listening to your songs, it's gonna be incredible. We're giving you a touchscreen that's more advanced than what we've offered in the past, so it's a faster response for you too. We also teamed up with Microsoft, and this is the latest version, the Windows 10. And the great thing about it is they really designed this to really simplify your overall life. Let me get rid of some of this stuff to make it a little bit easier to be able to see everything. Because the cool thing about having this is that with Windows 10 and being that touchscreen, over here on the right side, it knows what are my favorite apps I'd love to get to. Whether it's checking email, I was playing Candy Crush earlier, I've got my drums I'll show you in a little bit. All these are my favorite programs. Over on the left side, this is every program I've ever downloaded. And you have one of the largest hard drives we've ever offered with an all-in-one. It's 1 terabyte worth of space. That is a tremendous amount of information that you can store. If you're just taking photos, it's over 300,000 photos you can store in here. And you might think, man, this is gonna take me a while to fill up. But for a lot of us, we take about 1,000 pictures a month on our cell phone. That adds up so quickly, you need to have a hard drive that can store it, because this can now handle 250 hours worth of high definition video. If you want to get into photos, over 300,000 photos it can store, and up to 16,000 hours worth of music. And it's incredible to be able to have that type of storage capacity, because this really makes it designed for a family. Because a lot of families, like the kids might upload some games, you're downloading photos, you don't want to run out of room anytime soon. You've got the storage capacity for it. Plus, when you're interacting with the screen, like there are 3 different ways to interact. You have your mouse, you've got your wireless keyboard, everything wireless, don't have to worry about the tangles anymore, or you have the touch screen. Now, most computers have 2 touch points. Now, why is that bad? The lower the number of touch points, the slower the response is. Well, this doesn't have 2, not 5, but it actually has 10 touch points that are on there. So it really creates this amazing interactive display, so no more delay to it. But also notice, as I'm playing the drums, you have all these different sounds. Most computers, they kind of like only handle that high tinty sound. Well, this one has the mid lows and the deep bass too, because you have a high definition speaker bar that's built into this. That's why a lot of people don't like the sound that comes out of their phones or the sound that comes out of their computers, because it doesn't really have the speaker system. This has that the Dolby sound bar that you're getting on the bottom to really create and enhance that overall experience.
It really is. It's amazing. There's no comparing this to a regular computer. There really isn't. I mean, a regular computer is built kind of, for sort of portability. It folds. You can take it with you. The battery life isn't very long on it in the most cases. So, it's just something that kind of gets you by. And listen, you love them. They're great. But if you're looking for something for your home computing experience or something at your office, because you're not going to move this around from much to much. You can if you wanted. It weighs less than 20 pounds. You can move it like a TV. You might move from room to room. But this is going to be what you plan your vacations on. This is going to be what you do your work on. Your kids do their homework on, without having them to squint at a little small, 11 or 15-inch smaller screen. They can actually really enjoy this. It's like movie theater experience, but you get to do your work on it, so you're not straining yourself, straining your eyes trying to watch it. So it's almost 2 feet of screen, as we said, from corner to corner. It's about double what the average screen is. So if you are looking for something, like we said, even if it's just for entertainment, I'd mentioned earlier, my mom likes to go to the casino fun websites. She just loves it. It's exciting for her, and she plays the games. Doing that on a larger screen is so much more fun. I mean, it's actually like being there versus trying to do it on your phone or whatever, where you're squinting. I know Lois, who's on our Facebook page, says she loves it, loves that this is a great size and all that stuff. So you can join us on there if you have any questions about it. It's simple. As far as setup, again, Joe told you, you're basically plugging one plug in. That's all you need to do, and then you're good to go. As far as your color choices, again, the colors are basically on the back of the body of the machine. Down on the end, it comes in black. It comes in that beautiful, pristine white, like I said. So if you want to put this in your, maybe you've got a kitchen. What a great kitchen computer, right? Imagine getting recipes offline and being able to have them on something this big, how great that would be. Or if you're just watching, holiday programming, or you're watching the news, or you're watching the game, and you're just sitting in the kitchen relaxing. You don't have to go walk over and sit into another room. You can watch your TV, you can watch your movies, you can do your computing all right there in the comfort of your kitchen, or wherever else you want to put it. This is gold, also very, very popular. On the other side of your screen, you will see there is our holiday price. This is normally $7.99.95. So it's normally almost $800. Today, it's about $650. Okay, so $150 off our regular price. If you want to break up the payments, you can. Hey, listen, if you want to pay for it all at once, that's fine. Like you do in retail, go ahead. But I would say, if you're not paying any interest, why not? Why let somebody else finance it for you, and let somebody else bear the burden of most of the costs, and as you're going forward. So what it means is it's $108.33 on your credit card. Okay, you make that payment, you get the gift. Okay, we'll send it out to you or to anybody else. If you're buying this for your kid at school, whatever, or your kids in their apartment, just getting them set up, you can do that. It's called Bill to Ship To. That's available on .com. But you make the one payment. You have until the end of January, because we're doing extended holiday returns. So you can keep it for 3 months, essentially. If you don't like it, send it back by the end of January, and we'll refund your money. If you love it, you just make the other payments. Now, on the other side, you see where it says 6 FlexPay. If you have an HSN credit card, you can take that 6 and turn it into a 12, and now divide that by 2, and now your payments will be $54 rather than $108.32. It's $54.16. Another way that we make things affordable here at the network. So, and we know, hey, listen, $650 considered purchase. It's not just a little, throwaway. It's relatively expensive. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck, but paying for that all at once, like you have to do in the big box stores. Although maybe the headache goes away, then you're out $650 cash, okay? You can, and good luck trying to return that to the store. It's not the easiest thing to do. Anybody that's been to that big box stores knows the return line is no fun. With this, you simply make the call for your shipping company, and we provide you with the label. You just slap it on the box and keep the box, obviously, until you know you're happy. That's always a good thing across the board.
Oh, absolutely.
Just make sure you're happy because that keeps it protected. And just pop it back in and put that label back on and ship it on back. And you will get that money refunded into your account in the form of payment that you prefer. Anyway, great deal. Don't you think, Joe?
I'm with you. And when you get this thing at home, it's so easy to be able to interact with it, whether you're using the touch screen, whether you're accessing your photos. The other thing I definitely recommend, pick up your Viper antivirus.
Yeah.
I've got photos that are on here, precious to me, I know they're precious to you. It takes one virus just to eliminate and delete all your photos. There's one virus to be able to hack into your webcams that are on here. Thing is, you know, this Viper checks every file, every website, every document, every email that comes into your system, and no monthly fees, no yearly fees. You install Viper, you never have to worry about it again. I'm using the same Viper that I paid for 5 years ago. It automatically updates. I haven't had to pay that $40 a year, so highly recommend that with your Dell.
And remember, yeah, like Joe said, you can use it on a bunch of different electronic devices,
Yep,
too.
up to 6 different computers.
Sweet. All right. Final call on that at 633-254 if you want to get that, $79.99. Joe, thank you so much for being here with me.
Thanks for having me.
Holiday Joe, we will see you again. Hey, I want to remind everybody, hey, Joe, have you seen these Apple, they're called AirPods?
Oh, yeah.
Man, those things are sweet. If you don't want to have the over-ear headphones, we had those in our show. You want something a little slimmer and a little more low profile, you can get the Apple AirPods. These are the truly wireless earphones. They come with a little charging stand. You can see it right there in the front of the screen. They are on sale today, $40 off. As we know, Apple doesn't usually put stuff on sale. They don't have to. What are you gonna do? Big game in town. Anyway, you can grab those, or if you would prefer to shop other electronics, we're doing up to 30% off on all your other various electronics over there at hsn.com. So it's a good time to be shopping. Maybe you want an Apple Watch, maybe you want, an iPad, something like that. Well, good to go and take advantage of 30% off while the going is good. All right, my name is Guy. We're gonna go right into our second hour. You know, we were talking about like all these great electronics and all these fun things you can have at holidays, blah, blah, blah. None of that's gonna do you any good if you don't take care of yourself, right? You gotta be around, you wanna be healthy. And I will tell you, this right here, it's like the gateway to good health, right? Your mouth, because obviously you eat food, you're chewing, you're doing all this stuff, you got teeth, stuff gets stuck in there, goes through your system. You wanna make sure that you have the cleanest teeth possible, and you wanna be able to do that, especially when you're on the road or you're on a trip or whatever. VoomSonic is crazy, crazy cool. First of all, 40,000 brush strokes per minute. It's basically what they call a sonic toothbrush. And when you can't brush at home, because you brush in the morning, but then you eat food in the middle of the day, or you have breakfast or coffee or whatever, and you want to